Allegiant Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. And let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 1st and 10, here's Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. But this time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Shotgun now for Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone. Out for their next possession. To drive 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did, but there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage in your tight end on that one.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He finds his man Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 5, second and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw his Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second down now. It's Jacobs. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That one complete to the former Seminole, Arden Tate. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a play fake. Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Carr again. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Carr. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. That's caught. Auden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Mayfield on first down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, Carr. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense is all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there, because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Vegas. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Coming to you, coming to you.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. 32-yard.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not the
way.
tie. But yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the the 34-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Now Green, well, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw, it's Carr. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now Landry. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cleveland offense making their way out. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Handoff comes to Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
First down.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 15-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you match your weight on the other side. Right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. This take it in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 7. A little under 2.5 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Boy, 208 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now Chubb fighting through. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Chubb escapes the defender. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for them. Not good at all.
Mayfield to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders have... just about sewn up this football game. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support, but you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Breaks through the contact. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Now Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.